But I worry
Never.
about guys like LaMelo, man, because you could tell he liked being in the limelight. He had his show coming up. I feel like that's
But
what made guys like Kobe a dog, because they ain't have it early. Michael Jordan, they ain't have it early.
but look at Melo though, bro. Like he's had it since he was 15. He drove a lamb at 16, bro. He's been in the limelight. Like it ain't no. He had millions of followers and shit before he got to the league. Like it's not going. It's nothing different. It ain't like he got to the league and shit his pants. Like he. I think
Yeah,
it's.
I
I think
mean,
it's normal to
My
him now, bro.
my question would be: do you blame Lamelo or do you blame
no,
the
no, 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 no,
media?
no, no, no. I said I worry about him,
Okay.
right? I'm not mad he's getting it. I'm like, when you're getting it that early, like LeBron did, this is obviously a lot worse than LeBron. But
You
because
think so?
Bron didn't have no show as a high school kid. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
LeBron had a magazine calling him the chosen one.
Yeah, a magazine, bro. We talking about a show. We talking about Instagram followers.
Man,
Like
you act like that show was broadcasted on ESPN. That shit was on
it,
Facebook.
It was. I
they
I
had their own brand, Bobby. Like this
Black
is
owned
look,
businesses.
okay. I didn't want to compare this. Like I said, Braun came through that. He had the attention.
Mm-hmm.
LaMelo's is a little bit worse because of his brothers and his father. I get it. They brought that attention on themselves. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
blaming LaMelo for getting praise because the kid is good. I said when I started, I worry about these kids because when you get in the praise that early before you ever did anything, it can go to your head.
But you think it's gonna go to his? That's what I'm saying. He done been
That's
he
what
done
I'm
been
saying.
popular
Like
for
I
so
don't.
long that I don't see
You
it
look at a guy
affecting him.
like Zion, and it's no way it's gonna go to his head. Like you could tell he on a different motor. LaMelo, I don't know. He looking like, you know what I mean, he gonna be all right. But I just hope he keep the right people in the circle, man. And
But look
I
where
mean,
Melo
they got
grew up
some
at
healthy
though.
leadership over there.
Melo
Terry
grew up in like
Rozier,
Chino Hills though, like close to like LA. Like that's limelight. Like Chino Hills ain't specifically limelight, but you know what I'm saying.
yeah. I just hope he keep the right people around him, bro. I've seen it several times. I'm just saying it's a
yeah.
possibility.
I wasn't trying to compare or nothing like that either. I was asking just as far as like you was talking about the limelight. I think it's the media for sure. I think he does have a outgoing personality that probably make you wary of like, where he would be in a few years. But, just from the outside looking in, because we ain't with these guys every day. Like it seems to me just off his game, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because we see House of Highlights and Bleacher Report and all these other Instagrams post him all day long, but you don't even see LaMelo post that often, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't even you can only find so many interviews of him even like post game, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you can see like when he talk, he's still he young as hell. Like we almost got we would be 28 this year. You already 28, but
Yeah.
what
27.
and 27. But he just young, man. And Zion too. I think they probably was raised a little different too, but Melo don't concern me too much just because like he might be better than even Lonzo now, but even look at Lonzo, like they not. I don't feel like they pops talk more than what they do. You know what I'm saying? Melo just got an outgoing personality, and his game is real flashy. So it's like he
Yeah.
probably look like one of them players that are just a Nick Young or that be having like hella talent. You know what I'm saying? And end up just. But I think Melo gonna be straight just because I look at that impact, man, at them Hornets, like even
Yeah.
without him, you know what I'm saying? Like they playing pretty well.
And that's what I was about to say. I mean, a guy like Terry Rozier, you know, that's mentoring you and all that, you're gonna keep your head straight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Miles Bridges, those guys, they
He the
just love
best.
the
He the
game.
best in game dunker.
And
Uh,
we know
and he's shooting
when
the blood, by the way. But go ahead,
He
Twan.
is.
when we talk about Terry, and we know how much game he got, but we know his I don't even want to say his off the court life. Terry, he do his thing. So
It's
it
about
ain't
his
like,
good
I don't see his I don't see his mentorship. I feel like everybody be having separate lives, man. They out there hooping at the end of the day.
Facts.
I don't think they gon' you got your assholes in the league that kind of
Yeah.
I,
start
I,
drama.
I don't see no problem with Lamelo. I feel like Lamelo just young. He having fun. He shoot. I mean I would rather him expose his true personality than rather try to hide and be somebody he's not. And I feel like Lamelo, he just he just having fun with it. And that's at the end of the day, that's what you want from hoopers, especially young players. Like it's a game. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, like you're a professional. You're a pro. You got to be serious. You know what I'm saying? But also realize it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Have
Yeah.
fun with it. Enjoy the moment. Because you know what I'm saying, I want to say, for example, like LaMarcus Aldridge was saying, you never know when the time is up. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, enjoy every moment. Don't take it for granted. And I feel like LaMelo, he just, he's like the Hornets players. They talk about him all the time. They was like, hey, he live in the gym. You know what I'm saying? He coming to learn. He coming to soak in knowledge. Yeah, like what y'all see is what y'all see. Y'all probably think like he having fun and he do this and he do that. Yeah, he is. He flashy or whatever like that. Which is cool, but I just feel like as long as he's taking care of what he got to do on the court and he ain't doing no crazy wild stuff like leaving the bubble and going to Magic City.
All right, man. Hey,
I'm just
man.
playing.
All
I'm
right,
playing.
man.
Hey, shout out Lil Will, man.
Hey,
Shout out
man.
Lil
But the
Will.
funniest thing, man, is like the brother that's the cockiest to my knowledge. I don't know them, but who looks the most arrogant is the one that ain't even in the league. Jello, like he
I feel
just he. I see his stuff and what he posts and stuff. I'm like, you just seem like that type of guy, man. Like I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, it all depends on who you listen to. Like I said, who you surround yourself with. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just depends on that.
I feel
Yes,
like
for sure.
Jello. I feel like Jello in them trenches. I feel like
It's a different
For
time,
no
bro.
reason though.
It's a different time, man. It's a different time, and we got man, players. We got league fits and people coming to the league and bust down grills. You know what I'm saying? We ain't used to that, but it's just a different time, and they young, like
hey,
I can only
shout out
imagine.
AI.
Shout
Yeah,
out
shout out
AI.
AI, bro. Shout out
Shout out
AI for
AI.
sure, bro. But think about it, bro. Think about what these players on now. Like they did took it to like a whole new level, and I feel like it's just because they're young. Like I said,
Like
and
Bobby
then the
said,
media.
Hills. Like
Yeah.
Yo got it. It's a song. I ain't gonna say the name of the song, but in the beginning of the song on the video, he was like, "Man, it's crazy how all my life I've hustled and did what I had to do to get out of the hood, to get away from that life." And he's like, "I see all these young guys these days. They raised in good families and all that, and they go out and try to look like the guys I didn't want to be around no more. They're trying to do the things I didn't want to be around no more, and it's like a game to them. It's like pride to them or something like that to go back to the street."
True.
He can't understand, and that's coming from an old head that lived that life.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, that's the era we in where they want to identify with that. So
Yeah.
Status
And it's
symbol.
tough, bro. It's tough because that you do got that side of it where you got the knuckleheads, bro, that just kind of want to live that life. And then you got the side where you got to kind of give people the benefit of the doubt because you don't really know what's going on in their household. And sometimes people be balling and rich, and some of these kids, bro, don't be having the happiest lives. They can have whatever they want to, you
true.
know what I'm saying? And they be looking for different little outlets. And unfortunately, bro, they from Chino Hills, but it's California. They, people in LA, bro, they live in a nice neighborhood and bang it out. That's just how it is, and it's terrible, but that's just really what it is. You got people that come out here that ain't even from out here and want to gang bang. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And they be getting paid to get put on set. So it's like and I ain't saying Melo doing anything like that, but we talking about him being in the trenches.
No.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
We looking at the image, and I think a lot of times too in this generation, especially I think like for my sister age like that, 2000 and up. You know what I'm saying? Because we 93 and 94, but that generation, bro, we right in the middle where we both had we had Walkmans and we had CD players and we also had iPods, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
We also, and I feel like so we kind of able to I feel like we at heart we are a little bit of an old head at heart, you know what I'm saying? Just because like we not even when I say an old head, I mean we're able to connect with the older generation because we did experience tape players and vinyls. Some of our grandmas had that when we was growing up, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
we was able to get that. The kids now, bro, you know what I'm saying? They able to come out and in 4 months can work an iPod or an iPad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like their minds are like we wasn't,
Facts.
and I'm not saying we weren't smart, but I just feel like they moving at a different rate right now.
Got
And
cell phones in third grade, and
bro,
yeah,
it's crazy. It's
some of them
crazy.
earlier than that. Some
And
of
I
them
can't even
earlier.
remember what I was getting to, but I
Now I
just
was
feel
talking
like
about Jello, but go ahead.
the generation, man, like the image, that's what I was getting to. I think that since we do have social media, and although we all have had social media since it came out, for them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, you'll see people on Instagram and you would probably think that they're a certain way until you start talking to them because they
Yeah,
have this
yeah,
image or portray
All the
this
time.
image, you know what I'm saying? That is through
yeah.
pictures, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be, how they dress themselves up, the tattoos, whatever it is that displays this image, you know what I'm saying, until you begin to talk to somebody. And hell, they might be that way sometimes, but at the same time, they might be good solid people, but have grown up in this generation where, people be having a straight image, bro, almost like a second person. I
Yeah,
can't really
that's
explain it,
right.
but
I
And
feel like
social
they go.
media is a big part of it, but I also think that like the root of all that is kind of the music industry. I'm not finna call no names out, but as you've seen, when rap started, it was the guys that were from that, and then it became pop culture, and now it's like, okay, if I want to make it, I gotta identify with that, or if I want to look cool, I gotta identify with that, and that's what I'm talking about, like who you listen to. Speaking of, we ain't innocent. I know these guys new these days. It's a lot of fakes and frauds out there, but the people we did, even though they were real, we grew up listening to guys like DMX.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We grew up listening to guys like Jay-Z, where the Jay-Z they know now ain't the Jay-Z. You feel me? But speaking of DMX, man, shout out DMX.
Shout
A
out
huge
DMX,
part of
man.
my upcoming, man, my upbringing. No, my dad did not play the explicit versions because that would have been a problem in elementary school. But outside of like the barking and all that, DMX really has some messages out there, bro. To really listen to his catalog, because obviously the radio gonna play the hot songs, right? And y'all know how that goes. It's a whole thing behind that. But definitely a poet when it comes to rap. Just did it in a different way. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my guy. So
I can
anyway,
agree. I can agree with what you were saying about DMX, bro. Like I remember, just even being from the South. I don't want to. I remember when Pac and Big died, it was kind of like a void, like to where it was kind of like, all right, who's next? And it was kind of like this crossover into music, like the new generation started coming on. The early 2000s was about to be among us and everything like that. So it's like I kind of remember like that crossover when DMX came out, and he did his thing. Even the debut album was fire, like, and just him coming up, doing the whole Rough Riders thing and everything like that, and being around Aaliyah and stuff like that. I want to say so. DMX for sure, like well respected, like from 90, like you could argue from 98 to probably like 2004, no artist was bigger than DMX. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And it's just like his impact, and everybody, you can go to that, that everybody post that one clip. I don't know what concert it was where they was it was like at the beach or something like that, like a festival where like it was like millions and millions and millions of people, like different ethnicities, like white, black, Mexican, don't matter. Like it was just everybody. Like when you hear that, stop, I mean, like it's just that's crazy. You feel me? And I feel like we joke like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And even back then, like we would joke, we impersonate his voice and everything. But it's like he's really the only artist outside of. I mean, I can only think of another artist that yell with their music. It's probably Mystical. You know what I'm saying? That like
yeah.
really just yell, but at the same time the flow is like one of a kind, and then the message, like you said, it was messages within his music. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, DMX, even from the style standpoint, like bro style was like one of a kind. Like young DMX, like if you go back and look at some of his fits, he was wearing leather outfits, like fully like leather
He
jackets
wearing
with the
what you
stack
wearing right
pants.
now.
Bro, like
What you
and it's
wearing
and
right now is DMX,
and
bro.
and that's like fashion really, like even from a fashion standpoint, it all comes full circle. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's like looking at it from that standpoint. Like I said, he had Aaliyah around him. Like even one of the biggest people that's like an inspiration to you, me, Swiss Beats. A lot of people don't
Man,
realize that he
I was
signed
gonna
Swiss
bring that
Beats.
up. I was gonna
He
bring that
signed him,
up.
and like Swiss Beats was under the Rough Riders
At
campaign or
18
whatever.
years old, by the way.
Yeah,
18, bro.
yeah. So it's like that's and it's like I've kind of felt for Swiss like when DMX, when he found out the news or whatever, because the first thing I said is like, man, prayers up to his family, but prayers up to Swiss, because I knew how much he had an impact on Swiss life. And then even with the whole like, when they did the versus thing and everything like that, Swiss was so adamant about having X on there. You know what I'm saying? I think he did it versus Snoop or something like that. I think it was versus Snoop Dogg. And it was like he was really like, he was like,
I'm
man,
glad we got to see that, man.
yeah, and it was like X, this he was trying to, bounce back, because we, the history of DMX. Everybody, we don't have to touch on that, the drug problems or whatever like that, but just him being a great person, and even Swiss looking past all that, it's like, man, this my brother. This is
Yep.
Like I don't care what y'all say, y'all can't tell me about my boy. You feel me? And it's like I feel like that's powerful to me because it's like outside of the outside noise or whatever you may see a person going through, you still know the true person that they are, and you still know their heart. And I kind of that's why I was saying like, man, it was dope, and I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad we even got to see that. You know what I'm saying? Just to see that energy and just still see that he got that dog in him, like literally. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's just I don't know, like man, RP DMX, man, icon, the artist, the great, man, well respected for sure.
What's so tough is, I mean, everybody on here is singing Belly, Cradle to the Grave too, all that stuff.
Romeo Must Die.
Let me tell you something, bro. I was so upset when DMX went into his, he was going through some stuff. I needed to see him in a lot more movies. He could act, bro. He had
I'm glad you touched on that, bro. I was gonna definitely touch on it.
He did play smart. He did play smooth in Belly for sure.
I'm glad you touched on his acting career, bro, because DMX to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get on here and act like in my adult years that I really played a lot of DMX, you know what I'm saying? I had certain songs in my playlist, you know what I'm saying? But like I haven't really been just banging DMX like I heard him in my childhood because of my mom and my pops, you know what I'm saying? Like Memphis said, he did have a time, bro, where he was the hottest person in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he did have a real effect on where music is even today. And when we think about DMX, we might think about party music and like y'all said, barking and yelling and stuff like that. But DMX really did have a message. And to me, you know what I'm saying? When I think about DMX now that he's passed, he embodies like a symbol of strength to me, you know what I'm saying? And a person that lived his life. He like really did live his life, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
The thing is, we like to point out things and when people pass away where people struggle at, when we all have our struggles, you know what I'm saying? We all working on ourselves daily. And sometimes people may struggle a little bit harder than what we do, and unfortunately he did struggle with drugs at a point in his life, but he was a symbol of strength to me, bro, and a person that was genuine, especially when I look at social media. I think that you got to take the positive out of that stuff, man, and ignore the ignorance, because there's going to be a lot of ignorance on there. But if you find some positive stuff on there, when I saw once he passed away, all those videos of people that was meeting DMX and he was just a cool person, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell he really lived his life, to the fullest. And that's what you guys for, man. And from the outside looking in, it seemed like he was a God-fearing man, you know what I'm saying? So I think DMX is all right, bro. So and I agree with everything y'all said, bro. Just the impact, you know what I'm saying? We talk about fashion, music, even movies that he wasn't in, bro. He had his music in movies, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like you can't really argue the DMX, bro. He just had hits on hits on hits. And like I said, it bring me fond memories of my childhood, bro. Like my mom and my dad, like really being into it. Being where I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying? And I can only imagine like in the 90s, because niggas was like 6, 7, 8, 19 years old when he was hot. But I can remember my parents like really like playing, bro. And then after that, like y'all said, like his roles in movies, bro. He actually could act, you know what I'm saying? And
ups, bro.
And but it's crazy. It's crazy because like we all from different walks like of the world. Like you know, saying you from the West Coast, from LA, Gene from Birmingham, I'm from Memphis, Bobby, from Chicago. Like, and it's like everybody knew who DMX was. Everybody knew like you. I don't care where you were. No matter where you were, you knew who DMX was, and you knew the Rough Riders. I remember waking up in the morning, bro, like even watching 106 in Park and watching like Rap City and stuff like that, bro. Like Big Tigger, like seeing DMX come on there with the Rough Riders with the R and everything like that. And it's like, bro, you can feel his energy as soon as like you see him, like he coming on the mic and people laughing, like he's like, ah, you know what I'm saying? Like he let you know, like, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like that's just that impact. When he walks in the room, it's gonna be an aura. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna know his presence is there. And it's like I respect that. Like people probably was like, man, why is bro yelling so much? Like, and that wasn't him yelling, that was just him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it just, I don't know, like I said, man, RIP to X, is, you know what I'm saying, the icon, the great, the father, the everything, you know what I'm saying, just everything, and shout out to his family, shout out to Swiss, shout out to everybody, like, really, really a true artist and icon, man, for real.
But he was tough, man. Like he blew, not to knock on Nas, but he blew Nas out the water in Belly. Like
yeah,
that was
that movie.
Man.
That movie got one of the best.
that,
That's one of the best
bro.
intros ever.
Oh,
Best intro
bro.
to a movie ever.
I believe him. Like between him, LL, and I put 50 in there. Like the movies and shows they've been in, bro. I believe them when they playing like that hood
sure.
role, that gangster role, like
for sure.
Because In Too Deep, bro. With LL and Omar Epps, it's too much, bro. That's too much. Bro. Nah, he got busy. But I mean, in the '90s, he was he was definitely my dad, one of my dad's favorite artists. My dad played mystical as well, but I loved DMX the moment I heard him. But I would say in the '90s though, I was more of an R&B kid. I mean, you know, rap was played, hip hop was played, but I was more of an R&B guy. So
I was goddamn West Side Connections, NWA. That's all my dad played. Look, my dad played a lot of that NWA. Just hear his ass just walking through the house. I'm like, fuck the police. I'm like, hey man, hey
my
man.
parents had me laced, bro. I can't lie. I thank them for that too, man. Like they had me laced, bro. Walkman, like CDs,
CD
bro.
players,
if I told y'all some of my first CDs, bro, it's like Donnell Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Where I Want to Be. I was in Costa Rica listening to that, so you know what I'm saying. That was my introduction to R&B. Besides, like, you know, the obvious. I can't believe R. Kelly a weirdo now, but we was listening to R. Kelly, Isley Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
I think you can argue. Like DMX, that last, like, I want to say, outside of DMX, Jay, Nas, and stuff like that, I kind of feel like that was like the last bridge before the South started to transition. Like, you had Nelly coming out. You had different artists like that, and that was when like
y'all used to put the Band-Aid on y'all face too, because of Nelly. Y'all used to put that Band-Aid on y'all face.
Hold on, let's back up. Before Nelly, let's show some respect. The year of '96, we had a group come out called Outkast. Yes, sir.
Man.
I was two. I was
That's
two, bro. I was two, bro. I was two.
Mm-hmm.
While DMX was in his prime, Outkast was out here winning awards. You understand what I'm saying?
Was.
I'm not taking it from them, but the South was there.
The South was there.
South was there.
I don't even want to bring up awards, Gene. We just gotta bring up the music, bro. Them awards don't mean nothing. Awards don't mean shit.
Music for the pop culture. You know what I mean? But
I feel you.
That trend. I feel like New York and the West had been controlling stuff for a while. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, like I said, with the Pac and Big stuff, and then you started seeing Snoop, and had Diddy, you had like Death Row, you had, you know what I'm saying? Then you seen Jay come up and everything like that, and then it was kind of like a transition. Musically, it was just a big transition. You had Jay with Ye and all them over there at Rockefeller and everything like that. And then you had the West Coast still doing their thing and everything like that. So it was like just that transition was just crazy. So when the South started bubbling, and it was like the artists started, it was just like artist after artist that was coming. You seen the Nellys, you seen the Ludacris, you seen like just different art. Like it was Outkast. You seen like
every artist that y'all.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
So all right.
Let me slide in this correction real quick. Let me slide in. I was thinking of AT Aliens, which was in '96. Their debut album was actually in '94. That's my bad.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So that was if we talk about a little past, but right now, who running music right now? The South?
Drake.
You know what that is.
For sure.
When we say the South, but no, not individually. I'm talking about like what side? The South?
Okay, let me
think the South running music.
Let me not be biased. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? And this is me not being biased at all. The South is definitely running the hip hop industry right now, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not to say the West does have some great artists over there. You know what I'm saying? They do, it's the South for sure. But I'm gonna tell you like this. And this is gonna be something that I'm not lying about. Outside of Atlanta, because we know Atlanta is the dominant place in the South that's running. I think Memphis is right behind them. They have a lot of artists that contribute right now. One of the hottest artists out right now is Pooh Shiesty. You got Key Glock, you got Dolph, you got Gotti, you got Moneybag. You got like Moneybag just sold 110, like he projected to sell 110,000.
Moneybag don't miss that much, bro.
He don't miss. And
he don't miss that much, bro.
Like, and I feel like Memphis has a wave of artists in the swag. Like even from the South, like you had 3-6 Mafia, you had, like I said, Gotti, you had
Yeah.
8-Ball, MJG, Juicy.
Come
like,
on, man. I'm glad. I'm
like,
so glad, bro, that somebody on this call, y'all done been talking about the South for about 10 minutes. And they said Juicy J, bro.
Yeah, Juicy
Come
J, that
on,
dude,
man.
for sure. Juicy J, that dude.
Come on, bro.
Juicy J, that
I'm
dude,
go
bro.
ahead, finish. Go on and finish, bro.
I feel like, and I'm gonna speak on this. Atlanta has its own swag for sure, but I kind of feel like Memphis has contributed so much to the South and music that it's kind of like it's crazy. And I be looking like every year, you know, of course in the city, when you're in the city, like you be more in tune with who popping before they really just pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like this go back when years ago when we was listening to YG before, when he was doing $5 concerts at Tuskegee, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it was like before he really had his moment. So it's like
Facts.
now it's like people listen to Pooh Shiesty and stuff like that. They listen to Big 30. They listen to just different artists, bro, from the South and stuff, and from Memphis or whatever. And it's like niggas been listening to them. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been knowing like, hey, they gonna be next up. And it's like it's funny now to see like people listening to them, and I just be like, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like it's like every year, bro. Like you said, it's just every year. And like, yeah, I'm sure it's artists like Florida has, you know, people like down there and everything, in New Orleans, everything like that. But it's like, bro, it's no doubt in my mind. But right now, it's just Atlanta and Memphis. Like Atlanta always got somebody, but it's like for me, it's a different energy. Atlanta artists, you know what I'm saying?
I think Atlanta just got more. Atlanta got a lot of names. Like
yeah, they have a lot of names.
You could throw a lot of names out. Let's just cut Atlanta and say the South. You could throw a lot of names of rappers from the South. Like you're not gonna throw that many from the West Coast right now, and it's not that many from up north right now either. And it's like, no. I'm just saying as far as like right now, who's running music? It's just like Atlanta. You can run them. Like you can run the South. You can just run names off. Like just run them off. The West, you can name some people, and then there may be some people out there that people can name from the West that a lot of people won't know. Up north, it may be a couple people up north that you can name that some people won't know. But if we talking about like mainstream and global, who's running the charts, who's running the streams, it's definitely the South. It's like,
for sure. I feel like the South, like you said, the South. We talking about streams and everything like that. That's not to say like I feel like the West Coast contributes a lot. You do, like you said, you do have the Kendricks, you do have, you know, all them YG, you got some of the best production over there and everything like that. Like it's a lot of these artists. Some of they put the Schoolboy too, but Schoolboy too. Like even all of them, like even to the women's side, you got SZA and everything. Like, but it's just to me, I just feel like the sound, the swag, like even from a style standpoint, I kind of feel like the South has contributed a lot with style now, and it's crazy to say that, but it's just I don't know if it's because it's crazy because when you start thinking about style from a standpoint, you automatically think New York. Think about New York, you know what I'm saying? You think about up north, you think about West Coast sometimes, like with certain aspects, but it's like, I don't know if it's the diversity, everything like that, but everything has just changed in a sense. But I kind of feel like, you know, things go full circle. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like New York is gone. They was having a moment with Pop Smoke, R.I.P. Like he was really growing, like, and you know, I was listening to him for a minute or whatever. But
Pop Smoke was finna be 50 Cent 2.0, bro.
He was really
finna be 50 Cent 2.0.
Like from it's just that energy and everything like that. Like New York really was having this moment.
It's a dude in New York that's like Pop Smoke though. It's a dude I saw a video on TikTok the other day that he kind of sound like a little Pop Smoke and 50. I don't remember his name, but the song that I heard was like that shit was pretty solid. Like, and if I can remember his name and probably search up see if he got some more music. But I mean, like I said, he sounded a little Pop Smoke, a little 50, but he was solid too. So it's like
I don't think nobody was doing like I think what made Pop Smoke so good is that nobody was doing that style of rap, that drill rap. Nobody was doing that style of cadence besides him and probably Fabio Foreign. You know what I'm saying? Like you had different, you know, like you might hear this and there, but like, you know, you'll hear artists like the Dave Easts of the world, or you know what I'm saying, just different artists.
I fuck with Dave.
Dave East has a good message behind his music and he's smooth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But it's like just that style and the way Pop Smoke, like his flow, you know what I'm saying? People wasn't hearing that. So it's kind of like welcome to the party happened and everything like that. It was like, damn, like what the
baby,
hell
welcome to the party. I'm off the molly this in. Like, that shit hard. That shit hard.
crazy. But like you said, I mean, I feel like music is in a good. It's in a good place. I kind of feel like it's transitioning to a point where we done heard the trap rap. We done heard the beats, and we done let the beats and everything production dominate music for a while to where it's like they lyrics what matter. And I kind of feel like it's going into a mode now where people starting to listen. People starting to have that moment like Wayne had. Like, when Wayne would say something when we was younger, he'll say something in his raps and it make you remind baby like, oh, what the hell did he just say? Like, you'll listen to the same thing.
And
like,
now we'll listen to that shit and rewind it back and be like, man, that nigga ain't make no damn sense.
So it's
No.
like we listen.
I disagree.
Weezy F baby and the F is for phenomenal.
That's the best. That's what
I'm saying. No,
that was around 2014. But when y'all was talking about Nelly, yeah, Nelly was hot, but I didn't come strong into rap until Wayne, bro. Like,
yeah,
Wayne was doing his thing.
Yeah,
I was a Wayne fan, and then he brought Drake, and I was like, whoa, because
although we had
T-Pain, and a few others, when Drake hit the scene, it was like you talking about with Pop Smoke, he was an engineer, like not engineer, but a pioneer for that type of music. Like, who's singing? Like, what you mean?
Right. Who's singing?
Like, what? And it's funny how he went through almost 6-7 years of people making fun of him, and now that's all of music.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
To piggyback off what you say, that was a great. I remember when Young Money first came out. That was a great time in music in general, bro. Like, you had the Wale's, you had MMG doing their thing. Like, you had TDE coming up and everything like that. Like, it was just like it was a wave of like, you got your camp, we got our camp. You got your team, we got our team. Like, it was like, all right, we're gonna start competing again. Like, because I kind of feel like music was like, it was kind of buddy. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, hey, like you'll see like a lot of collaboration stuff. You see a lot of collaborations now, but I kind of feel like it was a point where artists, they would do, like back then, a lot of artists, they would do solo albums and mixtapes by themselves. Instead of just throwing a slew of feature artists or feature lists on there, they doing whole albums by themselves. Like, nah, I want you to listen to me. Like, I might, you know what I'm saying? I know this person might sound good on the song, but I feel like I bring something to the table too. And it was that confidence level to just transition into that. Like you said, Wayne took a chance on Drake. Wayne took a chance on Nicki. And I kind of feel like Tyga don't get a lot of respect too. But Tyga, bro, like, for him to hold his own, and to you know what I'm saying, like you said, when Tyga take a trip, I don't know if y'all pay attention, when Tyga take a trip overseas or whatever like that, bro, selling out. You know what I'm saying? He get into the bag, he do his thing, and he remained relevant.
Them other couple people in Young Money fell off like Lil Flip.
But that's what I wanted to touch on though, as far as like, I agree with majority of everything y'all said. As far, I probably got like 2 takes on this. I think that the South is by far running music, by far, and it's been that way for some years now. I feel like when we go back, you know what I'm saying, to the 90s, and we start to think about, certain eras like y'all touched on, it did kind of switch back and forth from New York to the West, you know what I'm saying? We'll remember, the West got something to say, you know what I'm saying? We'll remember all that. But right now, for sure, bro, when like Bobby said, when I think even about just like the South, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that Memphis said that Memphis is probably right behind Atlanta, because when I just think about music, bro, like, it's just the names, you know what I'm saying? When we're doing the eye test, or it's just, you're gonna run down a lot of down South rappers. But probably who at the top of the music industry right now is Drake, you know what I'm saying?
If we're talking about person by itself, it's Drake.
Yeah, names, eye test, you know what I'm saying?
Let me
looking at numbers.
Let me pause you right there, because I remember what you just said, like you were saying, like, to the South and everything. I do not want to leave nobody out. Shout out to Master P, No Limit. Shout out to the Hot Boys. Shout out to all, like, that whole way, big time. And shout out to.
I was about to.
They kick it. Hey, for real, you got it. Hey,
I had
you. Y'all remember in the calf when that Cash Money to the.
For real,
the Cash Money to the 99 and the 2000 came on.
Shout out to Boosie. Shout out to all. Hey, look, you got it, bro. You got it.
Y'all better be careful with them plates. Better be careful with them plates in that calf.
For real.
I think with the South, you know what I'm saying, running music, you do have your quote unquote big names, you know what I'm saying? The preference is, at least if you have your big names, if we talking about Drake, Kendrick, Cole, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of other big hip hop artist names. that when they drop, it's almost like the streaming service just freeze, like it's a shoe or something like that. You know what I'm
World
saying?
Yeah.
literally
Like
stopped.
it literally stop. You gotta stop and listen to certain people. So um it's not too much I can really reflect on it. As y'all covered everything as far as who running music, but I want to touch on something as far as like the industry. You know what I'm saying? The music industry itself, and what I want people to realize. I think Gene touched on this. I can't remember what episode it was. Of just about how music runs so many things throughout our lives. You know what I'm saying? And what we listening to on a daily basis, what we feeding ourselves, what we feeding our ears and our spirits. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro.
I ain't trying to get on here and make us the moment all gray, but I do think I want people to be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Because look, man, I listen to certain trap music, and I got my ignorant music that I listen to every now and again. But we got to be mindful of what we listening to, because it is a such thing as industry plants, bro. That ain't no conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear the same songs on the radio for no reason. We do know that the music industry is.
Y'all
I
niggas
live right
living by
by
the
the airport.
airport, ain't it?
I
Damn.
live by the airport, bro.
Sound like Soul Plane.
Right.
Well, I'm about to say, we got industry plants, bro, and the music industry itself is ran by the prison system. If y'all didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? The same people that control the prisons control the music industry. So
Mm-hmm.
you do got some good people, bro, genuine people in music. But you also, you know what I'm saying, if y'all ever hear somebody and y'all like, what the hell is this? They was probably a plant, bro. You know what I'm saying? Handpicked, where you be like, you know how you got artists that be like, if this nigga can make it, I can make it. You know what I'm saying? It almost
Yeah.
sounds salty, but just know, bro, that a lot of people are here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? When we start talking
Yeah.
about agendas and what they putting out, because they may be doing some of the things that they're saying in the songs, but a lot of them sometimes ain't even doing it. But the kids that's listening to it
6ix9ine.
is. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't nothing but just another system. You know what I'm saying? I could put this on the radio. It's almost like the TV. The kids gonna listen to it. We got TikTok now, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? The kids gonna listen to it. Boom, boom, boom. Now the parents listening to it. But the kids, you know what I'm saying? What you feed the kids, because the kids so pure. You know what I'm saying, man? We see little kids that's having NBA young boy parties now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Yeah.
depends on what you listen. This is facts though, and that's no shade to NBA young boy, bro. I ain't trying to bring nobody
None
down
at
on
all.
the show.
None.
I just want people to be aware of what they listening to, because we be bobbing our head, you know what I'm saying, to all this
Yeah.
crazy shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
And
I know y'all
it just
seen the,
I'm
the
not
little
and I ain't saying
TikToks.
don't.
I know you seen the
Yeah.
TikToks with that little boy who rapped King Von whole song, holding the little toy, acting like it was a pistol, and was rapping the
And
whole damn song, bro.
and
That was
like
crazy.
Powerful.
I
Go ahead,
just
bro.
want people, like I said, I ain't trying to go off on a tangent, bro, but I want people to just be aware, you feel me? If that's what you want to listen to it, but don't listen to it obliviously. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's a
Yeah,
word.
listen, man.
But
I ain't the music police either. I know what you're getting at, Twan, because it's like
yeah.
it's something that as you grow, it's funny how we talk about as we were younger, we talk about people being old, and I ain't never gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they just a bunch of dads, or, whatever you want to put on people. You put labels on people. And you get to a point, it's like, wait, was they on something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people grow wiser, and you realize the way you think a lot is, like you said, controlled by what you intake. Your brain is a muscle too, right? It's just like you
Mm-hmm.
work out any other muscle. Your brain is a muscle. Whatever you give it is what it's going to give you, and it's going to control the way you're thinking. Even when it comes to your faith or insecurities or anything like that, we ain't got to dive deep into that because I'm not, psychiatrist or anything like that. But the funny thing is, and the reason I wanted to speak up, I was talking to Q 2 days ago, and for a second I was taking my daughter out to the store to get a toy, and for a second the radio played. Y'all know me for 10 years. I don't play the radio. Like
Me either.
I
Me either.
cannot stand the
Me neither,
radio
bro.
at all. I'd rather just listen to silence, bro. But anyway, the radio was on as I started my car, and it was this. I don't know who this guy was. I'm glad I don't, because I don't need to say his name anyway. But when you hear a new song, you automatically listen to the lyrics. Like, all right, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. This guy sounded like he wasn't even 20 years old yet. And the things he's talking about, I'm like, am I really like, am I getting old, or am I just so beyond listening to this type of
It's just
stuff? The
it's just
stuff
a
you
type of
know,
music.
It ain't.
it
It's
has
not even
no
hate.
relation to my lifestyle at all,
That's
or
what it
any
is, bro.
successful
That's what it
lifestyle,
is. That's what it
or
is.
any
And it's
successful lifestyle. Like, I know I got kids and a wife and stuff like that, but seriously, if you're past, I'll say 25, 26 years old, and you still get excitement out of and I'm not a pastor. I'm not holy, but if you still get excitement out of fornication and doing all these things and trapping and all that stuff, I sound old just hearing myself, but it's like you don't. I bet 95% of the audience don't even relate to that stuff.
They
So
don't.
why
It's
are you
not hate,
listening
bro.
to it?
You know
Like,
what's so
why is
funny
it-
though? No. I got something funny for that. And I ain't gonna lie, and I don't give a fuck. So when I was in college, right? And this was my senior year, because y'all was gone. So I had, you know, how facility set up. It was me, Mel, and Terrence. Those were my other two people, because we only had the 3-bedroom set up. So at the time, I was listening to Cole and Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? All day long, all the time. Right? So Terrence asked me, he was like, man, turn them off. They suck. I'm like, how they suck? And then I'm like, you don't listen to Cole and Kendrick? He said, man, I can't listen to them, bro. I don't relate to them. I said, okay, so what you listen to? He said, shit, my favorite artist, Boosie. I said, so you can relate to Boosie? Like, how do you relate? Like, what has Boosie done that you can relate to that you can't relate to Cole and Kendrick? Like, I don't get that, bro.
This not even to be diplomatic, I promise, because I'm thinking out loud, because I grew up with Boosie. I grew up with Gucci. I grew up with Jeezy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I would still, I haven't done it in a long time. But if I got nostalgic or whatever, I would go back and listen to their records. And
I got a whole playlist of just them two on Spotify.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, but
I
the
do.
point is I respect the art of music so much, because ultimately music is how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that, like Twan said, I still, like, if Migos drop tomorrow, I'm probably gonna listen to a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Thug and Gunna dropped the other day or last week, I still haven't really got to it, but I saw featuring Drake on one of them, so I'm like, all right, I'm click that. And I saw everybody doing the ski challenge, so I was like, no. It's whatever, bro. But the point is, you know what I mean? I'm being transparent, because I'm not trying to say I never
It ain't
listen.
hating, bro. Yeah.
But it's like, where's your dosage and where are you getting? Because even too much J.
It's
Cole,
awareness, bro. It's awareness. It ain't. I don't
That's
feel like
all it
it's
is.
hating.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cole and Kendrick, two of my top 3 favorite artists, Cole and Kendrick. Even too much of them, like, they make you think. Obviously, they make you think a lot. But if you listen to a certain album, like For Your Eyes, or you listening to Damn by Kendrick, you're gonna be a little depressed after a while.
Well, I mean, shit, Damn, the only thing we can listen to by Kendrick. I mean, shit, the last time he dropped the album, I was in Iraq. Like, you know what I'm saying? God damn. Hey, my boy, can we get something? Can we get something?
Too much of anything is actually, not good for you. But even with them, because I'm not trying to put them above the industry, but even too much of certain albums for them, like, Kids on Drugs, or, whatever, KOD. Too much of that to have you, like, thinking those thoughts all the time. Like, dang, man, what is this world? And you don't need to be going around thinking about that. So I don't know. In a roundabout way, I'm just saying what Twan said. Just be aware of what you're listening to, bro.
It's awareness, man.
And ultimately, bro, it's like, when that stuff don't relate to you no more, you kind of feel lame, bro. Like, I'm living a whole, entrepreneur, wife and children, trying to be a great father, great husband, great family member, great friend. Like, a lot of that stuff has nothing to do with me anymore.
You wake up in the morning and read and drink coffee now.
Exactly. Like, every morning.
I don't think it's hating, no, bro, because look, check this out. That's funny that you even said that. You wake up in the morning and read and drink coffee. But think about somebody, bro, like, and it sucks that I even got to say this, but like Nipsey, bro. And when you think about how Nipsey was, maybe the image, we can go back to the image of Nipsey Hussle. When you look at Nipsey Hussle, bro, tattoos on his face, you think about him being a neighborhood 60 crip, you know what I'm saying? You don't think about his business aspect, his mind,
and how smart as fuck that nigga was.
This same dude, like Gene saying, is probably he waking up. We always talking about top of the top. That was one of Nipsey's sayings. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because he was up either in a studio or reading. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You ain't got to be old or to be trying to sharpen your mind and
Yeah,
get better at
right.
every day, your every day.
Yeah,
Ain't no telling what Nipsey was listening to. That's why I talk about awareness, you know what I'm saying? Because I do think there's a healthy dosage of dibbling and dabbling into certain things, you know what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
regardless of how pure and good that you are, you do have and I don't even want to say a dark side because I don't want to go into the wickedness and evilness of stuff, but it is man, just like it's like I'm almost like a mood. You happy sometimes and you mad sometimes, man. That's two different sides of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of who you are and be able to control both sides of those things and be able to feel. And that's what I
but
mean about music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, as you grow older, if you become wiser, certain things are not going to be for you anymore. It's just not. It's
yeah,
just what it is. It's not hating. It's what I'm saying. If you can't listen to what I'm saying, drums and a whole bunch of bass no more, and people that's rapping fast and you don't understand what they're saying, you can't really get with the time. That don't make you a hater. You know what I'm saying? It
yeah,
just depending on if you, it's all about how you're saying it and what you're saying. But
It's being
I
able
think
to relate, and it's also your preferences.
it, and when we talk about preferences, well, for me, now that I have kids, because I can only imagine like once my son and my daughter, you know what I'm saying, are getting older and the music that's going to be coming out, it is about what you're allowing them to listen to. But
true.
people are themselves, you know what I'm saying? So you can do everything you can to, instill certain rules and things into your household. But once they venture off into that world, they have to make that decision
They self.
to
Yep.
either, they're going to keep to what you teach, but also be themselves, because we were
Yeah,
all ourselves growing up. We all had good
Mm-hmm.
parents and good upbringings, regardless of what the situation was. And we all, dibbled and dabbled into certain little things. So it just grow. And, like I said, because Kendrick, my favorite artist, bro, by far. But, my other side is when, like Gene said, if I want to have that nostalgia or get in that mood, I'm going to play some Future. And
yeah,
Future ain't.
yeah,
We know what he talking about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
Right.
that's what I mean. So I don't necessarily think it's anything wrong with it. It's just awareness, man. Understand what you feed in your body and how much you can take for that day. Because too much of that the same stuff in that lifestyle, which a lot of them ain't living. You know what I'm saying? You start to try to live that same lifestyle and can't even keep up. And I ain't even talking about on the drugs aspect. I'm talking about whether it's the bread or whether it's the women. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah,
that stuff get expensive.
and
You know what I'm saying? Like,
be aware of the roots. Like
yeah.
I'm not gonna say y'all said his name about 5-10 minutes ago. I'm not gonna say that fool's name, but
We
understand
talking
which
about.
artists are
I know who
putting
you're talking
on.
about. Yeah.
Understand which artists are putting on or getting to the bag and just putting trash out there, and then who's genuine, right? I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Thug and T.I. and those guys, Jeezy, they were so genuine that you could actually learn from them. Just like with DMX, just giving it a recall. Like, yeah, the yelling, the barking, all that, but if you actually listen, it's like this coming from a real place, and you can
Right.
appreciate
Yeah.
that authenticity. Like people make fun of Drake,
It's the
and,
same
and
with Future, bro. Certain, not
yeah,
to cut you off, but when I go back, especially when I was living in the South, bro, and I'll be talking to Memphis about this, man. When I lived in Atlanta and DS2 dropped, and we can go back to when Future had his three-peat with Monster and Beast Mode and 56 Nights. You know what I'm saying? Like we think about the criteria and what he was talking about on those tapes, and it was a lot of ignorance, but you can feel he meant what he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can feel that moment, like whatever he was going through, whether it had been depression, and it was coming out as like this unbelievable music, bro. I think what
yeah,
Andre 3000 say, he makes the most inspiring, ignorant music. Or I can't remember exactly what he said. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that y'all seen that interview though.
Yeah. The
And
quote.
I
Yeah.
just agree, bro, because he was like, it was him. He was like, me and my son favorite artist is Future, and he was like, he just makes the most inspiring. And I can't remember the second word he used, but I just totally agreed. It's like, man, and now I'm at a point, you know what I'm saying, where I don't feel like it's hating, bro. I can only take so much of Future in a day or in a week to
yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like, but I
Facts.
know when I'm in that mode, like I gotta listen to that, I gotta get that off,
Facts.
but then I'm gonna step back and get into my zone where I am listening to my Cole and my Kendrick and this stuff that's feeding me something, because that's my thought process, at least right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not because it's the name, it's just what they talking about. I can, with their songs, bro, even the ones that's not on the radio, there's depth, and you feel like it's a reason behind that. They're not just releasing the song for it to be out on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can get something from it. So
Mm-hmm.
for
Shout
me,
out Rick
like
Ross,
Damn
by the
is
way.
not Rick Ross too.
Rick Ross.
Damn is
Yep.
not depressing for me. Like
Yeah. It's not.
it's certain songs, you know what I'm saying, to where and it's a lot of music like this, but where it can feel kind of depressing to where, because maybe even the sound or what's being talking about, but it's just so much awareness, bro. It's like it's mixed with I feel like just time and effort. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can really tell when people put time and effort into their music, and that doesn't
Yeah.
mean holding back a release date or holding on to the music, but just like we
You say
said,
how
man,
you
take
doing right now?
Like you doing right now?
nah,
Bet.
bro, nah, man,
That's all. I
chill,
mean, that's okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The way you do it, okay. All right. You know what I'm
chill, bro.
saying?
Nah, that's not what I'm trying to say. Just more so like I just feel like it's so much intention behind what they put out, even with Drake. And they not even. I feel like Drake. When I listen to Drake, it's more for inspiration because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Drake he can provide awareness at times, but Drake dibble and dabble. What I be talking about, he
Mhm.
might you might catch him on a damn Lil Pump record or something. Like not. And I'm not saying him in general, but just when people be
Yeah.
coming up, Drake might he might mess with him and hop on a song
You
and
do
there's
that.
nothing
Yep.
wrong with that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But more so, I feel like when I listen to a Drake album, I can always tell, you know what I'm
He
saying? It's
watched the
almost
he
like
watched the culture.
with Kendrick and Cole, it's like you can tell where they are in their lives mentally.
Right.
And with
Mhm.
Drake, I can tell where he is in his life mentally, but
Mhm.
also he paints a picture financially, he paints a picture, you know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
it just you can tell he had to live a little bit to drop another album, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean. Like, I feel like Drake is intention too, but he's able to touch bases with the entire world because one, he has the sound to where, the women that don't even want to know what the hell he talking about just want to sing his lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like,
Facts.
that's why I feel like he may have the world because he can make you two step. He can, if you want to sit down and maybe listen to something a little deep about his life, you can listen to that. But it's inspiration. So I can listen to Drake for inspiration. I can listen to
Yeah.
Jay-Z to get something for my mind and inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even Ross, you know what I'm saying? Like Ross
Mhm.
kind of remind me of Drake a little bit to where he
They
is feeding your spirit, but he telling you about like it's just inspiration, bro.
Let me
Like
tell you what it
I don't
is.
know.
The
I just feel
last
rich when I
2 years.
listen to Ross, bro. Like I can't
No,
explain
that's
it.
what
Like
it
I
is. Like I was gonna say this about Drake and about Ross. Port of Miami too. Their last 2 years of music have been about success. Like you can hear it through the headphones. That's
Mm-hmm.
attractive. It's like, all right, they've made it. We've watched them grow. Now they're enjoying the fruits of their labor and they're talking about it. And we need to see that on the other side. Because a lot of rap is about the struggle and the come up and all that. Like, you know what I mean? But they actually talking about, all right, we here now. Ross got 235 acres. Like Drake shouted him out on his own record. And Ross, he putting up the videos and stuff like that. And they're doing it in the music. And like you said, it's inspirational. They got Diddy pulling up or whatever. It's like, man, they're basically telling us it's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can do it. You can do it the right way. Like Ross talks about the franchises and the hotels and the stuff he owns, right? But it took something to get there, right? He left that other stuff alone. But you know what I mean? We could talk about that all
it
day.
just it just tough because a lot of our examples, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take with the like I said, same social media, like the positive from the music because our examples are musicians. You know what I'm saying? We black men, and they did do something positive as becoming musicians. But it's like we have to be able to find other outlets and apply what they're saying to what it is that we want to do, because that's our example, bro. We either hooping or dribbling a ball. Really, when you look at it, as far as the numbers, you know what I'm saying? And who cares about numbers, bro? But that's just what it is, man. Where we live at in the United States of America, we know that black men especially are the minority, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and not the minority as far as like population, but more so just
Yeah.
financially. So
Mm-hmm.
and our examples is music, you know what I'm saying, and hoopers. That's what we, and regardless of, we don't need none of us, I mean besides Bob, like we ain't, we probably hoop on our off time when we can, but like we all love that shit, bro, like hooping and music. But
Right.
when do we do that, so
Mm-hmm.
we just got to be able to apply that stuff, man. And I don't know.
Well,
You gotta get that.
I want to wrap it up like this though, because we both, well, a lot of us have said it throughout this episode, our favorite artist. So need y'all top 5 favorite artists, man. That's how I want to wrap this up,
Oh
man.
man.
Gene, top 5 favorite artists, give it to me.
Oh no, man. Memphis ain't said nothing for man.
You right. Come on, man. Look. Memphis ready to get to that Grizzlies game, man. He ain't paying us no attention. He ready to get to that Grizzlies game,
Hey,
man.
hey, just like I told y'all last episode, once again, we recording again, and the Grizzlies are playing while we are recording. This happens every time. But nah, I
Let
think
me get your
Keep
top
top five
5.
current and top five all time. Let's do that. Make it a little
all
easier.
Okay,
right, so
bet.
all right, so top 5 current. My top 5 current would be Drake,
Mm-hmm.
of course. Cole, Kendrick, of course.
Mm-hmm.
No order.
No
Larry
order.
June in there for you.
No order. Larry in there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Who gonna feel like that last spot? Man.
You said Metal World. Oh, okay.
It's currently, and this not me being biased. And that's like I listen to Nipsey too, but of course, currently, like speaking, I like Lil Baby. I like Future.
So who you putting at 5 though? You putting Lil Baby at 5 or
5.
Future at 5? I need that 5. I need that 5.
That top 5 spooky. All right, so I said Drake, Cole, Kendrick,
Been on that
Larry.
precise about lately.
Larry got to be in there. You listen to Larry a lot, bro.
Larry in there. Man, this is tough.
My
bro.
boy Dom not in there. You don't listen to
Dom
Dom?
Dom is there. Dom is in there.
So Dom 5th? You riding out with Dom?
I mean, it ain't no. Man, I'm pretty sure we gonna leave off people, but we going on top of our brain, bro.
Top of the brain.
So okay. Yeah. I probably go. I just probably say Future. Fuck it.
All right, Future. So now your top 5 all time.
All right, so Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like we ain't spoke on him, and
I'm
tired of it, bro. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like this,
bro. The episode only be so long, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I could have talked about music for like 2 hours, bro.
I couldn't take that Jay-Z because I'm gonna tell y'all why, bro. I can't take it because I feel like no artist gets better with age like Jay. When he did that track with Nipsey, first off, if niggas was listening to what he was saying, he was like with the whole Capitol situation with storming the Capitol, and he said he touched on that. I said, hold on, this man really, really can get in that rabbit bag when he wants to, for real.
But that's the thing, though. We just didn't want to talk too long, bro. We can touch back on these bases. We can touch back on these bases
because we didn't bring up a lot of people.
All right, so all time, all right, Jay, Ye,
come on, man.
Ye gotta be in there.
Where your mind at with it? That top, I'm come on, man.
Pop for sure.
Come on,
I listen to a lot of Pop. Big in there for sure.
Okay.
All right. Look. Okay. I mean, hey. Okay.
And that 5th spot, I gotta give credit to him, bro. I listen to a lot of Wayne. I listen to a lot of like that big time. I gotta give it to him, bro. Like he was.
I'll take that. All right. Twan.
All right. Top 5 right now, I will go with Kendrick, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I got Cole in there.
Mm-hmm.
I got Drake in there.
Mm-hmm.
I got Nip in there.
Mm-hmm.
I got Nip in there, bro. It's just, it is what it is, regardless. 5th, bro.
That 5th ain't unselfish.
I'm really trying to think because it's not that I listen to a whole lot of music, but like the 4 that I named was just so easy because I listen to them every single day.
Every day.
Like,
and this just rap, right? This just rap.
Yeah, and we talk. Yeah, just
Dang,
rap.
bro. Hold on. Because look, if y'all gonna do rap, bro. I gotta go back through my list a little bit. I feel like
we doing just rap.
Artists. It's some. I feel like it's some artists in there that I listen to a lot.
I'm gonna be honest, bro, and this might not be a popular opinion, but my personal 5th is YG. You know what I'm saying? I am real West Coast.
Okay, that's West Coast though.
I listen to a lot of YG, and what I don't think people appreciate about bro is that, regardless of what he's talking about, he puts together albums better than a lot of artists right now. Like, they're well put together albums, especially his first 2. The second one, I feel like it's like a real good hip hop album as far as like just top to bottom. I feel like I'm listening to a story. So yeah, man, I'm wrapped that up with YG. And then
your top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time would be I gotta throw Ye up there because Ye growing up was my dog. You know what I'm saying? Ye, Kendrick, Pac, Ye, Kendrick, Pac.
Say Nip, bro.
Man, I want
Nah,
to
he
say
wanna.
Nick.
It's tough. It's tough with that all time now. It's
Yeah,
tough
all
with that
time
all
tough.
time.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yay, Kendrick, Pac. And then I'm going to go. I don't. When I leave people off this list, bro, it's not because they ain't worthy. It's just my personal, you know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z should be on my list.
Go on, say it, bro. Go on, say Lil B.
Hell no. Nah, you know what, bro? I'm going to go, damn, this is so tough. I don't even know if I got a top 5 all time. Yay, Kendrick. Yay, Wayne. Because Wayne was so much of my childhood.
That's four.
And I
That's
gotta
four.
go, I'm
Don't
just
say
gonna
that
go
Bow
Jay-Z.
Wow.
No, I'm gonna go Jay-Z. I'm gonna go Jay-Z because I don't think I have a top 5. Like now that I'm really thinking about it, like all time.
It's hard.
Like,
that top 5 hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
All right, Gene, let me get that top 5 current, big fella.
Why you can't go, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
He gonna say Chief, Keith, Dirt.
Top 5 current. Y'all know Drake and J. Cole, they stamped.
Mm-hmm.
They in there, and we can't. I mean, I could say current because I still listen, but Kendrick, it's been 4 years plus. It's been 4 years.
Told y'all the last time he had an album, I was in Iraq.
But I gotta tell you something. That To Pimp a Butterfly is always played in my car. Like, that album. Anyway, I personally believe that album is better than any Drake album.
Woo!
Like, I'll put that over Take Care. But Twan don't feel that way. We ain't gonna get into this. Listen, I'm a Drake. They all know I'm Drake all day. Drake's catalog to me is better than Kendrick's, but that one out, that To Pimp a Butterfly is just beautiful. Like that is hip hop.
I like to argue what Drake's best album is too. Because I kind of feel like nothing.
Not today.
nothing
Not today.
was the same.
Not today. Not today.
We can bring that back, but
So what you say? You said Cole, Drake.
So Drake, J. Cole for sure. I can't say that Kendrick is like current, but I guess we can throw him in there since y'all did.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say definitely Ross without a doubt right now.
Okay.
Like by far, Ross is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth, man, current.
I like that Ross pick. I like.
Go ahead and say that Meg Thee Stallion.
Ross gotta be in there. Current.
I listen to a lot of Ross.
Man, Ross is in there, bro. Jeez, why is the fifth one the toughest one? Why is that the toughest one? I'm definitely not gonna say no disrespect. I ain't even gonna say that because it'll be disrespectful to say it out loud. But if we just doing rap current, dang man, I don't be listening to a lot of new stuff.
That fifth, you be stuck on that fifth.
Cause it's like I just realized I really rotate like 4 guys. But
and you know what's
no. Pause that. Hell no. No way.
You know what's You know what's so messed up about that current fifth spot, bro? We wanna like currently in that fifth place, we wanna give it to that one person. I think we all know who supposed to round out that number 5 currently best rapper spot, but he got to put some more work in. Like, and he had the last good album and everything like that. You know, the boy from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We all know. We want to give it to him, but it's
that's what I was gonna
tough.
say. That's what I wasn't gonna say out loud because I didn't want to disrespect Big Sean. I love his last album, but I gotta be honest, I don't rotate like that. I still go back for Dark Sky Paradise. And
he said BFD to Pac-Man. Bet.
That's 2 albums ago. So I'd say, to y'all's surprise, I probably listen to Thug a lot more than a lot of other guys.
That's surprising.
But that album, what is it called?
I know what you're talking about. The last one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's in my pocket.
I
won't tell nobody.
What was that song?
Ass off is jelly.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, that one. I'm scared. Like
Thug has a melody, bro.
With Future. What is it? It's like having
so you,
fun.
So you run. What's up, mate?
So much,
got cake,
so
mate.
Fun,
so you running out Thug at your fifth? Okay.
It's the most surprising pick.
It is.
That album.
It is.
It's so
That's hard.
And when I go into the gym and I need a little pick me up because I don't always listen to the music in the gym, but I throw that Thug on quickly. Like,
okay.
So
So
much
that
fun with
that'll
the
round
Lil.
out my current 5.
So let me get that
So
all
Drake,
time.
Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Rick Ross, and Thug right now, in that order, pretty much.
Okay.
I'll put Rick Ross above Kendrick right now because again, it's newer. All time, I'm definitely throwing Drake in there again. I'm definitely throwing J. Cole in there again. I'm gonna say Big, not because it's a popular thing to say, but if you go back and listen to Ready to Die, number one, wow, was he going through something? But just the what he was doing in that time, like the jig to his rap and his cadences, it's just amazing. So, and I feel the same way every time I listen to that album. So Drake, definitely J. Cole, definitely Big. Then I'm gonna go 3 Stacks.
Okay.
Okay. Stuff for me.
That's just
I listen. I listened to him, bro. I wanted to be truthfully. I want to be truthful. Because I listen to a lot of stuff, man, and I listen to 3 Stacks a lot, but I don't know if I would. I don't listen to him like you know what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. My wife was here right now. She would tell y'all to please stop making me play Outkast. Like, I go back for Outkast a lot. And Big Boy, shout out to Big Boy, but 3 Stacks, my guy. And,
so 5th.
That 5th spot, yay.
Okay.
And Twan, here you go. This the artist you were looking for your last 5th spot.
I'm crying. I'm crying. Nah,
all right. So since it's on me, bro, I'm gonna go.
That was Lonzo Ball for all y'all that didn't see that.
All right, top 5 current. Chief, Dirk, 600 Breezy, King Von. No.
Chicago.
In his top 5 all time, he ain't gonna say yay or comment, and he from Chicago.
I'm not.
That's what's left up.
I'm not. But my top 5. Okay, my top 5 current. I'm gonna say Kendrick for sure. Cole. Larry, Dom.
I knew it.
Shout out Larry and Dom, man.
Shout out Larry and Dom.
A whole lot, man.
And really, Kendrick would be number 1, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, my nigga ain't give me an album since I was in Iraq, he low-key like 3. Like, I'm going to put Larry 1 right now because I listen to Larry every day faithfully. So, Larry, Dom, Kendrick, Cole. And that 5th spot... That 5th spot.
This spot get tricky.
It do get tricky. I'm kind of throwing Wiz in there.
That's a shock. Okay.
I like Wiz a lot. Like I need another album that give me like Cushion OJ vibes.
I like how Wiz stays in his lane, bro. Like I like how he doesn't try to talk about stuff that he can't relate to or try to adjust.
Yeah, and I think that's why I fuck with Wiz a lot. So
that's my dog too, man. Especially I love mixtape Wiz though. Wiz, a couple albums hard, but
28
mixtape
grams.
Wiz, bro. Taylor Allardyce and 28 grams, bro, and Cushion OJ.
Hey, we was bumping 28 grams off 28 grams.
Love is life and life is living.
Shout out to Wiz for putting Juicy J. Got Juicy J.
All right,
on this camp.
All right, so I'm gonna take that 5 though. So what I said: Larry, Don, Kendrick, Cole, and Wiz. And all right, my top 5 all time. And this ain't no specific order either, bro. So it's gonna be Big and Pac for sure, because I played him a lot. So Big and Pac.
Okay.
Kendrick has to be my top 5 all time because I literally can just rotate his albums throughout the
like. Left him off.
Like I really could rotate his albums all the time.
They didn't want to show that West Coast no love.
This one's gonna be surprising. This is gonna be surprising to y'all, but I fuck with Game.
It's not surprising.
I fuck with Game. I don't fuck with the
I don't know
shit
too
Game
much
been
about his
doing
personality
lately.
now.
Yeah, I don't know.
too much about
His
but-
personality as of lately, bro.
But
Jen, you
I'm
got to go on
glad
that
you
one.
brought him up, bro.
You got to go
I'm
on
glad
that
you
one.
brought him
No.
up, bro.
Let's not talk about not today.
Look at
Not
Jay.
today. Not today.
I ain't know
Not
not
today.
today.
Not today. No, but listen, the shit Game been doing lately, as far as like the shit he been saying, like I ain't fucking with a lot of that. So, but his music catalog, I can put him at 4 for me. And what I said, Big Pop, Kendrick, Game. Damn, I'm really West Coast at heart.
You gonna say 50 Cent, bro?
Gene really stood up when he heard the game. I am crying laughing, bro. Oh
Twan, you know me, Twan. 50 over. Is it 50 though? Do I want?
Bro, if it's one person Gene despises more in the rap game, bro.
Okay, man, you gonna put
No,
this?
All right, you right, Twan. You right, Twan. Yeah, Big Pop, Kendrick, Game, and 50. That's my top 5. Just because that's who I listen to a lot. Like I listen to Ye a lot, but I really like. I would bump 50. I'll bump Game a lot. Like I got a good playlist of Ye, but I just don't have enough to put Ye as my all-time top 5. Man.
You know what we need to do, bro? We need to do our list, A, B, C, D, and post it and see who comment and whatever, and like which one more. Because I feel like my top 5 all time.
Hey, bro. I'm already here with you, big fella. I'm already here with you. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, this is a great episode 3 of the Open Run podcast. We do hope y'all enjoy the conversations that we are having here on the channel, man. If you're listening, give us a 5-star on all the listening platforms, and make sure y'all sub to the channel if y'all are new, man. Open Run podcast episode 3.
Baby crying.
We'll see y'all next time, baby.